Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my current favorite everyday foundation routine. I use tons of different foundations. If you're on my Snapchat, you know that I use all kinds of different ones. But this is one of my top foundations that I like using. This is the Rainforest of the Sea water foundation. I like how it's very lightweight, but the coverage is so amazing. I love it so much. And my skin actually breathes. That's what I love about it. If I could be on an island stranded, the one product that I would take with me is foundation. If my skin looks good, I feel good. I also included an eyeshadow look, and I used the chocolate bonbon palette, and I figured why not give it away to one of you guys. So I'm gonna be choosing two winners. All you gotta do is let me know in the comments if you were stranded on a desert island, a deserted island or a desert, whichever. If you were stranded on an island, which one of these guys would you take? If you could only take one, would it be foundation or would it be eyeshadows? You already know my answer. Let me know in the comments. I will be letting you know in 2 weeks on Snapchat. All the details will be below. And without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. I just got in last night from out of town, and usually when I come in from out of town, I'm kind of tired. For some reason, I always get the flights that are later in the night, so I come home like when it's already dark outside. It's really late, and I was just really tired. My skin was tired, but I had to get something on my face that was gonna bring it back to life because I don't like going to sleep when my skin just feels kind of nasty. So I used this Ebates International Hydrating Mask, and you leave it on for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then it just like rehydrates your face. So I tried it out last night and it worked really well. I just like laid in bed for 15 to 20 minutes and did nothing, and it felt so good just to relax there for a minute. I washed it off and then I went to bed and actually woke up today feeling my skin feels a lot better. I did that last night, and then today I'm gonna try another moisturizer. This one's from the Ipsy Glam Bags, the Biossance The Revitalizer, and it's like a liquid form. It comes in a little droplet, and you just put it on your face and neck, and it says to use it morning and night. So I decided to use it today before I started my makeup. I usually like to do like some type of moisturizer before I start my foundation. I'll normally use like a hydrating primer, or I'll use just like a moisturizer for your face. When your skin is moisturized, your makeup's gonna apply a lot smoother, and it's just gonna look a lot better. I have been using this primer for about a month, and I absolutely love it. This one's from Murad. It's the Invisablur Perfecting Shield. What I love about it is that it makes your skin look really smooth, and it makes your makeup just glide on so evenly. I'm in love with this primer. It's so funny because I've had it for like a little while, but I never would think to use something from Murad for like makeup or like a primer, but I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try it out, and it works really, really good. So if you have like oily skin, or if you have blemish prone skin and you're looking for a primer, definitely try this one out. It's so good, and your foundation's gonna look super flawless underneath it. And then I'll go in with this foundation right here. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, and it's their water foundation. I change my foundations so often just because I like to try new ones. I use it pretty often. This is one of my top foundations that I do use, and I'm actually giving away to you guys. I'm super excited for one of you guys to be getting this. What I'll do is take my wet beauty blender, and this is new, by the way, so it feels so good to use like a new beauty blender, but my fingers just got on it, so ignore the spots. But I'm gonna just dab my beauty blender on my hand, and then I'll just go and work in the foundation along my face. And I like this foundation because it's not heavy on your skin. It feels really light, and it still covers really well. And I always make sure to blend the foundation down to my neck so that everything looks even and it just matches. And the beauty blender is one of my favorite tools to put foundation on because it soaks up all the excess foundation, and it just goes on even more evenly. And then for the concealer, I use the NARS Medium Custard. I just put that underneath my eyes, really close to the inner corners. Then I just use the smaller part of my beauty blender to get into the inner corners and just pat it in there and then work it outwards. And then to contour a little bit, I'll just use my Makeup Forever foundation stick, and this is in Y505. I'll use it on my nose, like right here along the side, and then right along the cheekbone. And I'm gonna use this Smith 220 brush to buff it in. So I just finished doing my brows. If you guys want to see a brow routine video, go ahead and leave a comment below. There's just a bunch of steps that I do with my brows right now, so let me know if you want to see what those steps are. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start brightening my under eyes. To do that, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. This highlighter right here is so full coverage and brightens up so much. I'm just in love with it. It's my ultimate favorite under eye brightener. So I'm using this shade right here, and I mix a little bit of the yellow shade. Just pat it right underneath the eye. Go all the way down alongside the nose and then bring it back up towards the top of the cheekbone. I also like to use the leftover powder on the lid just so that it helps with setting everything in place, and the eyeshadow will glide on a lot easier that way. I like my under eyes to be pretty bright because naturally they're just so dark, so I like to go in with brightening powders. All my brightening powders are matte. I like to keep highlighters right at the cheekbone, further up here. Then I'll just bring it around the mouth where the dark areas are, right at the corners, and right on the mustache area. If you have a lot of texture on your skin and you want to highlight your skin but you don't want reflective properties on it, then you want to go ahead and use a matte brightening powder on the T-zone. So you still get the brightening effect without the shimmers. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the contouring powder. It's this first one. And I'll just put a little bit more on the near the tip of the nose. I'm just taking a little bit of the contour powder that we used on our nose, and I'm using it really close to the ear and the hairline, and I'm stopping it right there. And then with a clean brush, I'm just gonna buff it out. And then for my eyes, I'm going to use this Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette right here. It's a really cute palette. I'm going to go in with the Almond Truffle shade right here and just buff it into my crease. This is so pretty. I'm going to take Cashew Chew and I'm going to put that on my lid. I'm going to take a little bit of Mocha and work that onto the outer crease. And I'm gonna wet the tip of this brush right here, and I'm gonna dip my brush into Satin Sheets. This shade is so pretty. I'm gonna use it for my inner corner highlight, but I figured it'd pop even more with a wet brush. So I'm gonna put it right on the inner corners. And then I'm gonna take the Verona Mona Eye Smudger brush, and I'm going to work this into the lower part of the lash line. Then I'm just going to go in with this bronzer duo in Aruba. Looks like this. And I'm just going to work it into both of the shades. And then for my lips, I'm going to take the MAC Boldly Bare lip pencil and I'm going to line my lips, fill them in. Then for the lipstick, I'm going to use the Neutrogena Moisture Stick in Almond Nude. Now I'm going to go back into the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and take my Kat Von D tattoo liner and make a wing and apply some lashes and mascara. So I just did my wing, and now I'm just going to put on some of this Smashbox X-Rated mascara before I apply my lashes. I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup in place. So I'm going to use the Creamy Powder Foundation from Tarte. This is in Medium Natural. Pat my powder into my skin. This also gives a really nice full coverage as well. So if you're looking for more coverage, at the same time your makeup's not going to move. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe because you want to make sure you stay updated with my latest videos and you never know what's gonna happen next. Also, I have a vlog now with my fam. It's called Arias Life. The reason for it is because my last name is Arias. My husband's last name is Arias, so we are the Arias family, and that vlog is gonna be over there, so if you haven't checked it out, you might wanna check it out. And that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being part of my family, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, dollies.